has been working really diligently. We did have several practice sessions, but it's a little different when you're trying to do it in a live manner. So I wanted to say thank you to the staff.
Yay.
Say for pulling this off because they really put some effort into it. And I wanted to say hi to some people that we got to talk to today. But let me start first by just saying hello to Secretary Jeannie Hadaway-Riccio. She's been visiting all of the state parks, including a number here in Southern Maryland, and we appreciate that you're coming out to see all our state parks. We met with Mike Arnst from Andy Harris's. We met with Gabby Lott from Senator Eckerd's, and Senator Eckerd actually was here in person a little while ago. I'm not sure if she's on here now. We met with Sack Hill from Delegate Fisher's office. We had Carol Smith from Carol Krim's office. We had Jason Miller from Delegate Threm's office. And we had Seren Holt from Delegate, Krill Resnick. Sorry, apologize for that. And by the way, Rachel Jones from Senator Cardin, she's our Southern Maryland representative for Senator Cardin, was at several of our meetings. So she was here gathering information. Secondly, I wanted to make a statement that this is the 25th anniversary of the RMC. And I thought about it a little bit this morning. I was thinking you got to look back for a minute to see where you're going. You can't draw a line with 1 point, you need 2 points. And 25 years ago, a number of people that are here got this started. Several people that are here, like Scott Warner, kept it going, and Steve McHenry when times were tough about 12 years ago, and I wanted to recognize them. And I also wanted to say, like 25 years ago, 1996, I remember buying a computer with Windows 95. I want to say that we've come a long ways in 25 years. The team put together some amazing technology. Sometimes we feel maybe the rural counties aren't maybe as well represented as they should be, but I can tell you I've met an awful lot of very tech savvy members of the Rural Maryland Council, and I wanted to give you all a shout out because you are on the cutting edge of technology and you're all working on our broadband problem. Everywhere we went, it was broadband, broadband, broadband. So we appreciate the governor putting money in for that, and we'll appreciate the legislators keeping and possibly adding more money to that. So welcome and thank you. Now I want to turn it over to Jeannie Hadaway-Riccio, Secretary of DNR.
Well, thank you, John, and thank you all for the opportunity to join you today. From my time in the House of Delegates to my time in the governor's office and now in my capacity as DNR Secretary, Rural Maryland Day has always been one of my favorite events. And more importantly, the Rural Maryland Council has been a consistent and important partner throughout the years. Our success as Rural Maryland, of course, is deeply dependent on elected officials at all levels having an understanding and an appreciation for the significance that rural Maryland plays in our economy and our quality of life. And Charlotte and her team and her board do an incredible job of ensuring that, not just on Rural Maryland Day, but every day. So congratulations to you and happy 25th anniversary. I wanted to share an example of that though. After Governor Hogan's battle with cancer, he was finally cleared to travel again. And one of the first things he wanted to do was get back on the road and go to Western Maryland for a 4-day tour where we were meeting with rural leaders, including Charlotte. That trip was immediately followed by a 3-day tour of Southern Maryland and several multi-day tours of the Eastern Shore. But the governor is not a one and done kind of person. He has continued his focus and his attention on rural Maryland to this very day. One other significant action that the governor took after being sworn in was placing the Office of Intergovernmental Affairs back in the governor's office to ensure that there were outreach liaisons in every corner of the state. And in fact, Ryan Snow, the IGA director, and Gretchen Hardman from Southern Maryland and Mark Widmeyer from Western Maryland are joining us on the video conference today as well. And they do a great job of keeping the governor directly informed of issues and opportunities, thanks to that reorganization the governor put in place, and thanks to our strong relationship with the Rural Maryland Council. So with that in mind, I'm very proud to now introduce Governor Hogan himself for a special message and a proclamation.
Good morning. It's an honor to join you virtually for Rural Maryland Day. When I was sworn in as your governor almost 6 years ago, I promised that the war on rural Maryland was over. We said that there would no longer be a disconnect between Annapolis and the rural areas of our state, and we meant what we said. Each and every day, members of our rural communities are making Maryland a better place with their outstanding stewardship of the land, preservation of the Chesapeake Bay, production of food and materials, and through their vital contributions to our state economy. And that is why this day is so important. It's a day to recognize you and your voice in rural Maryland, to inform and connect with policy, to make your communities better. On behalf of a grateful state, I'm proud to proclaim today, February 11th, 2021, as Rural Maryland Day. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this special day, and I wish you all the best for a successful conference. Good morning. It's
Well, thank you, Jeannie. We have a secretary citation from Julie Oberg.
Secretary Bartenfelder is joining us.
Secretary Bartenfelder, thank you.
Oh, he's on mute.
There you go. How about now?
Great.
Okay. Well, it's great to be here with the Rural Maryland Council to celebrate your 25th anniversary. Governor Hogan gave a good summation of it when he spoke just before, and that is when he and Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford, took office. They made a promise that rural Maryland would not be forgotten, and it sure hasn't been. And it's been a great pleasure and an honor to be able to work with the council, to see some of your platforms and ambitious things come into fruition. And for that, I'd like to present Secretary of Maryland Department of Agriculture, Secretary Citation for the Rural Maryland Council, the 11th day of February 2021, in recognition of 25 years of service to Maryland's rural communities. Hard work and dedication to the issues impacting rural Maryland have improved the lives of countless Marylanders and our agriculture community. Congratulations on this impressive milestone. And it's an honor too to join Secretary Riccio in this day too.
Thank you very much, Secretary Bartenfelder. We really appreciate your support and all you've done both for the RMC and for the rural areas all over the state.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Is the House still in session, or Charlotte?
Trap Jervey is here on behalf of Delegate Cherie Sample Hughes to present the resolution.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. The delegate's sorry she couldn't be here. She still is voting right now. They're getting through, as much as they can all at once, or as quickly as they can. Yeah, she's sorry she couldn't be here. Always very supportive of the Rural Maryland Council. And so I'm here in her stead to read to you the House's resolution, which reads as follows. Be it hereby known to all that the House of Delegates of Maryland offers its sincere congratulations to the Rural Maryland Council on Rural Maryland Day in recognition of the celebration of the 25th anniversary of the Rural Maryland Council, the voice of rural Maryland. We honor you. The entire membership extends its best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented on the 11th day of February, 2021. So thank you all for having me, and best of luck with the session.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here on behalf of the delegate. Next is Senator Eckert here at this time, Charlotte. I don't have that available.
Well, I did want to run through the list of the legislators we did meet with today. We met
Go
with
ahead.
Senator Quarterman, Senator Peters, Senator Young, Senator Gallion, Senator Edwards. We also, Senator Gazzoni. We also met with delegates McIntosh, Lukey, Lewis, DeMay, and I am sure I'm missing others. I did see a representative from Delegate Shetty's office on the call that I think she might want to just say hello.
Hi, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. I just want to thank you all for having us this morning. Delegate Shetty is sorry she can't be here as well, but we appreciate all the work you're doing.
And Charlotte, Team 1 also met with Senator Simon Ayer and Senator Eckert as well.
Yes, and we also met with Delegate Resnick's office, Delegate Thames' office, Delegate Young, Delegate Grice, Delegate Brooks, Delegate Novotny, Delegate Crosby, Delegate Arentz, Delegate Henson, Delegate McKay, Senator Salling, Senator McCray, Delegate Pippy, Senator Carozza, Delegate Fisher, Delegate Gilchrist, and we had a ton of them. Delegate Bridges, Delegate Charkoudian, Delegate Mounts, Senator Young, Delegate Corman. I think I've gotten everybody. Is there, I don't know if, yes.
Yeah, the staff added some for us, and we saw Team 4. We also saw Teresa, Atterbury, Pendergrass,
Great.
Delegate Grimm.
And Senator Peters.
Yes.
Yes. Senator Peters.
Did I miss anybody? I'm sure I did.
Team 5, we saw Delegate Jazz Lewis from Prince George's County.
Do we have any other legislators or offices on the call currently? And I don't know, John, if you wanted to let Ryan Snow say something on behalf of the governor?
Yes, Ryan, would you like to unmute and say a few words?
Sure, I'll just thank you for the opportunity, and it's great to see everyone virtually. I will underscore Secretary Riccio's comments. We're thankful for your dedication and commitment to the state. And we will continue changing Maryland for the better every day. And please don't hesitate to reach out if I can provide you with any assistance.
Well, I have to say that that certainly was an impressive and amazing list. And I think that virtually we actually talked to more people than we ever have in the past. So I'm still looking forward to us buying you all lunch and getting back together. And I apologize that I guess all I have here is some hot chocolate. And I can't offer it to you, but I certainly appreciate all your and your dedication to get here, learn the technology, and represent the Rural Maryland Council. Charlotte, is there anything else you want to add?
Well, I mean, I appreciate everybody coming. And then is there feedback from your meet? So folks, there were forms, Word docs. If there were notes or any follow-ups that we need to do, please write those down and send them to us so that we can make sure if there were questions that were asked that you need to get back to, we will take care of that. So please let us know.
Who are we sending it to, Charlotte?
I would send them to Megan to collect
Okay.
them. Yeah.
Okay.
And you got voluntold to help write a letter.
Yeah.
With Tyler, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Warning about broadband. So the legislative committee has been super active, and I've had they've been giving position papers and supporting a number of bills, and those calls even on holidays have drawn upwards to 30 people. I appreciate all the people that have been participating on the legislative committee. Do we have any other business to conduct today, Charlotte?
Mr. Hartline and Charlotte, if I may really quick.
Yes.
If it's allowed, I'd like to drop in the survey link in the chat box here while we have such a great representation of the ag community. Maryland Farm Bureau and SMATIC just this morning launched our industrial hemp survey. So if you guys can spread that out, it's for any farmers who are currently in active production who might be interested in diversifying into industrial hemp. So I'm going to drop that message, that link here, and please pass it on. And I very much appreciate that.
Thank you, Shelby.
Okay, if I also just want to take very quickly, just wanted to say that, well, as folks in Team 3 heard many times over, just speaking from, a rural guy, I remember 10 years ago, I started to show up to the very first hearing about the first Rural Maryland Council meetings, and then Delegate Jeannie Hadaway and Riccio, and then Delegate Eckert at that point in time still kept talking about telehealth and telemedicine and how important it was. And I was like, and I kept hearing, now Senator Eckert say, oh yeah, we got to have the telehealth, this again and again. And what I learned from the two of them, thank Mr. Secretary now, thank you now, but that has been extraordinarily helpful over the last year with the pandemic, all that we did for so many years. And I specifically go out of my way to credit the two of you, especially and Senator Eckert if she were here, but all that we've done, and then talk about rural broadband. It's been a really, I've had a lot of folks reach out to me as a county councilman and have said how they've utilized it for the first time, or how they've because of investments that we've made in broadband, how it's made a difference in their life. So I just want to say a thank you to all of you who have been a part of that, especially the last so many years to make that happen. And then also, I've got this popped up on my timeline. You can't see this, but this was with the governor and with Rural Maryland Day 4 years ago, and it was just a great time. And I just can't wait to be in person with so many great folks here. So thank you for all that every one of you do. I do appreciate it, and thank you, Rural Maryland Council. Thank you, staff. Thank you.
Really appreciate that, Josh. And you're absolutely correct about telehealth. I'm at that age group that we like to call ourselves seasoned professionals, but I call it the high maintenance age. And I certainly have taken advantage of multiple telehealth meetings with healthcare professionals in the last year. And it couldn't have happened without the work that's been done in the telehealth area. Do we have anyone else that has anything to add today?
And we're always willing to hear any feedback on how to make this day better. Sorry we couldn't offer lunch. I'm hoping next year we can go back to being able to give you guys lunch. But if you have, suggestions for how to make this better, I'm always willing to, or any feedback, please send it on to us. Any suggestions?
All I can say is just thank you. Thank you. It's really great meetings.
Yes. Thank you.
Couldn't do it without you guys. Really. I mean, I need you to tell your stories. They know me, but it doesn't mean the same. It doesn't come across the same. And just your sincerity, your enthusiasm, and your passion. So thank you again for all of you for coming and participating, because it really does make a difference. It does.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. I enjoyed the meeting today.
And also it was good. This is Sandy. It was great hearing the stories of the other organizations. And so I look forward to some partnerships with some of the groups, especially on the farming in Prince George's County. So this is Sandy Pruitt, and thanks again, Charlotte.
And we missed the food.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. We will get it to you. We will next year. Hopefully, we can get back to that.
Hey,
I'm
Sandy.
sure Shelby's working on locally produced food, aren't you, Shelby?
Yep, lots of it. We hope to have some exciting announcements coming soon. So keep an eye on smatic.com.
Uber Eats sound good.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Charlotte and I will stick around for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely.
We normally do after our meetings in Annapolis. So if any of you have any discussions or questions or suggestions, we're here to do that right now.
Well, while you guys are waiting for somebody else to say something, I'll say that for anybody who has middle school teachers in their lives, the MAIF professional development course is open for registration right now. It's 3 professional development credits. It's using agriculture in the curriculum all the way across the curriculum. So if you have a middle school teacher in your life who needs professional development credits, tell them to sign up now. The class starts on March 29th. We also have the elementary school version that's open right now too. There's only 6 slots left in that one, so it's getting a little bit tight. I should probably also bring up that we have a survey that's out too. Well, it's Maryland State Department of Education for agricultural employers, and they want feedback on what types of education, credentials, certifications, that sort of thing that's needed for Maryland employers in agriculture. So I think I sent Charlotte the link.
Yeah, we'll include it in our newsletter. When's the close?
I don't know. I was just looking at that earlier today.
Yeah, we can include that in our newsletter.
It's up somewhere, but yeah.
Actually, we include all the surveys in our newsletter. So
Good. It's really important that we give that feedback, because at MSD, they don't even understand the importance of kids having a driver's license. And without a driver's license, they can't get a CDL, and we need people with CDLs. So it's a really weird situation, especially with the driver's license thing, because of accessibility and equity. It's like if you can't offer it to everybody, then they can't offer it to everybody. So they really need to hear from us about how important a license is in rural Maryland.
yeah, that's great.
Charlotte, I just make a point that I have also talked about the benefit we receive, from the REMPIF grant. This time, even though we cut, we're able to really help still so many people, 800 of them really getting, the health insurance. And think about, it's not the money we're getting back, but leverage the benefit we're getting back from those being insured. And this is 800 folks that over, down $16 million. I mean, so we'll continue to do work, but then I continue to say that we can be cut, but then we continue the passion because we see that it's important to do. I shared it in numbers of the session, so I just want you to know.
That's great. Thank you.
I think I'm gonna hop off and get my lunch.
Yeah.
This went really well. I was really impressed by how easy it was. I think it was great, the team approach. And as someone said earlier, it was really neat to meet other people, the grantees, and learn about what they're doing. I enjoyed that.
We do intend to do a grantee meeting, I promise. It was just, how do you do it? Is this the right format? Yeah, that's on our agenda to do at some point. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions of how to do it virtually, so that it's constructive and effective, I'm all ears.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, I think today worked out really well.
Yeah.
Expecting
Thank
nothing
you
less.
too. Goodbye. Thank you.
All right.
Have a great day.
Bye, everybody. Thank you all.
Everyone. Bye-bye.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, did anybody take any pictures? Did you? Okay, good.
So I'm going to stop the recording.